Good evening. Thank you for joining us tonight on Lyon News. Our top story is the coming online of the third fusion nuclear reactor in France. This, of course, on the 15th anniversary of the revolutionary ITER project. Our focus tonight will be to discuss the implications of this project on the energy supply and independence of France. Joining me will be our guest, the chief engineer of this project, to discuss the implications and what this means for the future of our country. Secondarily, I'll be inviting in the regional director of the Consortium of Biogas Partners. This, of course, to discuss the potential changes in their business model as we shift the energy balance within the country.
Thank you very much, Aaron. We're here in the plant with the chief engineer of the project, Roman, also known as the Fusionman. Thank you very much, Roman, for receiving us in your plant.
Thank you, Ahmed, for coming here.
So first of all, Roman, tell me, what does it mean for the supply of energy in France?
Well, it changed everything in France and worldwide because suddenly we are capable of producing a lot of electricity in a safe and limitless way. We are also now self-sufficient. We no longer need to import any source of energy from foreign countries. But most important for our economy and the French citizen, energy became cheaper.
So this means that we will see more fusion plants coming in soon?
You know, back in 1970, we built in France 50 nuclear plants in 25 years. As it's less risky to exploit fusion power plants, I think we are capable now to build them even faster.
Are there more technological solutions coming in with this cheap energy?
Oh yes, and I think the best example is the hydrogen car. I remember back in 2019, there was only a few models available and some car manufacturers thought this technology was doomed because, well, it was too expensive to produce hydrogen in an environmentally friendly manner. And look at now, I mean, almost around 50% of the French fleet is composed of hydrogen cars. And it has been possible because we are now capable of producing in France hydrogen using electrolysis technology at an industrial scale. It would have been possible to produce this amount of hydrogen without fusion technology, but also without increasing the renewable energy such as solar panel and biogas.
Please tell us, Roman, why is hydrogen so important?
Well, you are obviously too young to remember how it was 30 years ago, but burning fossil fuel began to change the climate, and the alternative for the mobility was the electric cars with batteries, which is a good technology, but batteries are composed of natural limited resources, so it cannot fulfill the global market. In addition, even today, batteries are not enough powerful for big vehicles like trucks and cannot be used for a long journey. Hydrogen, on the other hand, was the perfect solution because there is no carbon emission and the autonomy is as good as oil.
So now we are ending this interview, Roman. Thank you very much for explaining this to us. We know we're going to see much of you soon, since this type of energy is going to be the future for France.
Thank you, Ahmed.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're here following our set of interviews back from Renault to the studio, and we're pleased to introduce you to Esrelin, who is the director of the Consortium of Biogas Partners. Thank you, Esrelin, for coming here.
Thank you for having me.
So, Esrelin, given the recent circumstances, what are the impacts on the biogas sector?
The biogas sector has evolved over the last 3 decades with the development of many fusion power plants. Over the years, households shifted from using gas to electricity to power their homes. As people switch from gas to electricity, the peak of consumption has rose beyond the production capacity of the electricity, and as such, biogas is very much still needed in the energy mix.
So, the consortium that you represent means a lot in the biogas sector. Do you see a shift of the role of the biogas in the economy?
Over the last decades, our roles have changed drastically. In early 21st century, 90% of our customers were individual households, with the remaining 10% of our customers being companies in the heavy industries and in logistics and in other industries. However, that 10% of our clients uses 2/3 of the energy that we produce. And fast forward to 2050 today, the biogas industry became a key provider of mixed energy to the heavy industries and the logistics sector, especially powering the cargo vessels. The energy mix of the energy needs of the industries are best provided by biogas, speaking in terms of commercial viability. And as of today, France does not need to import any source of energy from any country in the world. We reach our goal of being carbon neutral and being self-sufficient. Biogas replaced natural gas and became one of the additional sources of electricity to meet the demands of our economy.
So thank you very much, Esrelin, for answering our questions. We hope we have a great future in biogas and in the economy.
Thank you.
And thank you, every one of you, for watching this set of interviews with encouraging news about the energy sector in France. Remember to stay tuned. Tomorrow, Abraham is going to be interviewing Elon Musk in his prototype colony in Mars. So good night and be safe.